All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Yes, this is a bingo, but it's not rivulet. Actually, it's Spearmaster. You can tell because the background is looks to the moon, and we're going to be going to looks to the moon too. Spearmaster is definitely an interesting character to play, but it's good for practice. Is saying that there's rats in Rain World, is that a spoiler? Oh, where are we? This is a funny shelter to be in. Yep, I've been here many times. What do I want to do? I haven't really thought about a route. I just kind of made the board just now. There's some stuff to do in subterranean. There's some stuff to do in shaded. Garbage. I can't even go to moon right now because I need to get the pearl first. There's a exterior vista point in this region. I might do the moon challenges later. But I am close right now. I think that since I'm in exterior, I should look around for the vista. And it can be in two places. It can be below me or it can be above, or I guess side. I need to turn off lag. What if there would be hostile scavengers? Well, ideally I befriend them. There's a lag spike when I hit that guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go down just to check for the vista down here. It's been a while since I've done this room, so I'm not confident with the drop. Guys, going down. Thank you. See, why don't they always do that? No, my worm. Worm on a string. Oh, I skipped over a room, didn't I? Hold on. One of these rooms has a vista in it. I forget which one. Is it this room? Oh, that's a lizard. That's a spider. Typical exterior spawns as Spearmaster. I think it's either this room or the room next to it. Okay, so there's no vista here. I should go back up. Or I could go to memory crypts. I don't want to go to memory crypts, so we're going to go back up. Hopefully I'm correct about this vista location. Or else I may have wasted a lot of time. Don't forget to like. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Actually, if you forget, that's okay. I don't really care. Surprised I actually made it up there. What's this guy doing? My worm. I keep dropping them for some reason. No, I fed it to the side. It's fine. I can get more. Damn, they're fast. Well, I guess actually the moment I saw that the vista point wasn't down there, I should have just exited out immediately. Thank you. I might as well just stay alive then. While we're here. I don't know what that was. Oh, they were injured. Yeah, I might as well just stay alive while I'm here. Yeah, backup worms. That's actually kind of surprising considering that lizards really don't want to eat grapple worms. They're really low on the list of bird foods. Oh, spitter spider. You're dead now. It represents the theme of the game. If there's a vista point in Underhang, I totally... Oh no, I actually do know where it is. You know, sometimes just talking about something really helps with your memory. Oh, have fun. It's way more than 15. Should I go for the jump? I probably shouldn't. Nah, let's not be crazy. There's music playing right now. If you can even hear it. You know, the lightning is a little bit loud. Good one. I'll be in here. If you want to leave or something. Or you could just hang out. Alright, that's cool. Why is the song playing here? Because I am playing the playlist. My worm, don't eat my worm. If you're gonna eat my worm, at least become my friend. Hello? Jump button? Okay, I can't. Oh, they're dead. The Sign Lizard killed them. The Sign Lizard killed the grapple worm the moment we woke up. Alright. Attempt 2. We're going this way. I could go to Pebbles. Why would I want to go to Pebbles? I have no reason to go to Pebbles. There's a color pearl at the top of the wall. I might need to go up the wall to get Vista Point. Yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for. Hi, Abomination. Nice dodge. Actually, kind of a bad throw for me. I threw the wrong direction at first. No Vista Point in this room? Okay. So it's on the wall. If I'm correct about Vista Point locations. Remember me doing this jump like 20 times in a row and messing it up every time? Well, no, I don't think I'll bother with that. Except I get to use spears this time, so that's nice. Also, I don't know if I'd recommend this as the path to take when starting the bingo. I'd probably just say, oh, the vista point isn't where I'm looking for, or it isn't like, on the path. I'm just gonna not bother because it's too much of a time sink. I think that's maybe a little bit of a trap that some people fall into when playing bingo. It's like, oh, I'm in. Oh, that's a very purple. Hold on, I want this grab worm. This grab worm is slightly purple. I don't know if I've ever seen a grab worm like this. And maybe it's kind of hard to tell the color on stream, but it's a very slightly different shade that I've never seen before. Or maybe I have and I just didn't notice. Anyway, when playing bingo, a lot of time it's like, oh, I'm in this region. I might as well do all the challenges that I can while I'm in this region, right? Because it'd be a waste of time to leave the region and then come back. Just do this one challenge that I missed, right? So just enter region, do everything possible, and then you can move on to the next one. But like, what if this one goal that's like really out of the way? Oh hey, I have a gift for you guys. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Sometimes I think it's worth like considering like, is this goal worth going for? Another overseer eye, there's two of them. Try not to like threaten them at all. Scary lizard. Or a tasty meal. Whenever a scavenger runs at you like that, I feel like you're just guaranteed to die. So maybe I got lucky. Maybe if I didn't give them the overseer eyes. Cause like, well, okay, I am going out of my way for this challenge just because I'm trying to complete the whole board. Thank you for not going down here. I still find it so weird that flying lizards eat blue lizards. Like, they're not even that much larger. Deja vu? Yeah, I'm just gonna shelter. Oh, I know what I can do. I can... So... There's a lot of things to do in subterranean, and there's a lot of things to do in waterfront facility. Although the pipe red pearl kind of makes this whole process really awful. Because what I could do, I could go to Sky Islands. Let's say hypothetically the route was like Sky Islands, pipe yard, pick up the pearl, subterranean, do goals on subterranean, then go to waterfront, do goals on waterfronts, then go up the leg, kill mother spiders, there's a bunch in struts, and then take the pearl up to moon that way. However, that's a really long route for the pearl, and I'll be carrying it the whole time while doing goals in subterranean and waterfront. And it might just be easier to just skip that. Maybe I'll go to pipe yard later, and then at the very end, bring the pearl to moon with a grapple worm through precipice. Will there be any watch spoilers? I tend to assume that everyone here is like caught up with Rain World stuff. So in terms of the gameplay, there won't be any spoilers, but I might talk about the Watcher, but so far it hasn't come up in conversations, so you're probably fine for a while. And I will say if there's spoilers if we ever start talking about it. Right, lantern mice. There's lily pucks in pipe yard too. Or actually there might be some in shaded. I forget, that's a really weird like map difference between some characters. Well, I think while I'm still here, I can go up the wall. Okay, I see the plan. I see the plan. There's only like a handful of regions that actually have goals in them, which is like Sky Island, Subterranean, Pipe Yard, Waterfronts, and Looks to the Moon. Oh, this grapple worm doesn't really look that purple anymore. I guess it's just like the color scheme of Underhang, or just in comparison to the other grapple worms. You want to make a tier list of every pixel in the game. That's a task. Don't think I'll be getting around to that anytime soon. Oh, yeah, grapple worms make wall jumping really annoying. Maybe I should just leave the grapple worm behind. I don't know. I mean, I've gone up the wall many times, but not often with a grapple worm, but they should be faster. Hi, specimen. I don't know why I called him a specimen. Feel the presence of a vista, so it is in this room. Speaking of Waterfront, hi guys. If you're a Spear Master and you want a way to kill a bunch of slime lizards, come over here. Nice throw. He didn't even notice that. Their science actually had a brain. I think they're somewhat smart. It depends on the lizard, though. My spear. That's kind of a mean vista point. You have to jump and just hope that you grab a pole. I'm gonna kill this guy. Well, I got lucky there. See, I was trying to throw them off the edge there, but they actually jumped earlier than I expected onto this platform directly. Get out of the way. The time they kill themselves. What are the consequences anyway? They're just gonna wake up again next cycle. I wonder, like, well, I guess it really depends on how exactly the cycle works. Because let's say there's two individuals, and person A dies, and because of the cycle they are revived, or they wake up again the next day. From their perspective, they just wake up and it's like, or maybe it's not the next day, it's the same day. I mean, that's what we experience in game. So for person A, it'd be like nothing happened. Just the start of the day again, no consequences. In timeline theory. But then for person B, either tomorrow their friend, person A, wakes up again and they're like, oh, welcome back. Or person B is like, oh, they're just dead. They're just gone. Maybe person C shows up in their place next cycle. Do I have anything to do in Chimney? I don't think so. What do I have to do in Skylands? Enter Sky Islands, Noodlefly eggs. Oh, Drainage Vista. I didn't see that. There's a lot of colored pearls in Sky Islands. What I could do, I could just take a quick detour to Farmers. I need to grab a hazer at some point. Where would I want to do that? there's a hazer in farm raise. I can take a hazer from there to like outskirts. To outskirts and then drainage, get the drainage to set, and then go to sub. Would that work out? I think that does. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do that. Oh, hi, Vulture. Where did you come from? Usually you come from the sky above me. That Vulture was different. he's just special. Right now I'm going for a blackout, which means complete every single challenge here. I think it's worth it to practice going for bingos, but if you're not in a competitive setting, usually it's like, I think it's too easy, you know? You just find like the one line of 5 challenges that is the easiest, and you just rush for that, and you complete it in like 10 minutes. So I enjoy trying to complete all the challenges, because then like the routing is really interesting. Trying to like make a route through the whole world to complete everything in one go without too much backtracking. First bingo win today. Oh right, were you not part of the last bingo events or like any previous one? Dodge name Leviathan. Yeah, that's a annoying challenge. It just, Leviathans are so weird. Goodbye, Eggbug. Like they either don't show up at all. Done like five bingo matches. I see. Let's go for pearls. Oh man, going up communications arrays, Spearmaster. What was I saying? I totally forgot. Okay, Leviathans either just like show up. I almost just died. What are you shooting at? Are you crazy? Is he alright? Because it's just random whether they even show up at or not in the first place. And if they do show up, they might just like fight like some random Leviathan or some random Jetfish, I mean, and then give up and just run away. It's like, oh, time to wait 10 minutes for another Leviathan. Which, of course, really sucks in a competitive game where you are trying to do things quickly. So for a bit of context here, for anyone who is who's not aware, there's going to be a bingo tournament in about a month. Well, I guess it's been a few days. It's starting next month. Oh, is there no pearl here? Really? Wait, actually. Huh. Are there any pearls in Sky Islands? Yeah, great. More king vultures. Thank you. There is a pearl here. Am I blind? Well, not this guy's here. How do you have such good vision? Damn. I tried to dodge that, and they predicted the dodge. Or maybe they just missed. And I dodged into them missing. I have to get the Vista point again. I really should have filtered. That was a long cycle. I didn't even realize. If I didn't just go back to that pearl, the one that I didn't even see exist. Actually, I'm checking the map. No, there is no pearl there. There are pearls in the other locations though. I guess just not the communications array one. That's neat. That's what every vulture should be like. I think they're plenty. They're dangerous enough. Yeah, reminder that whenever you make a joke or a pun out of someone's name, they've already heard it like 20 times. Yeah, why did they do that though? Okay, I didn't have an option there. Well, I did have an option there, thinking about it. There is no pearl at the top of the communications array for Speaker Master. They are replaced with the broadcasts. I mean, I was doing a good job at staying alive earlier. Until Sky Islands. If you're wondering why people say that Spearmaster has the hardest spawns, it's because they get an extra like 1 or 2 King Vultures in every region, or most regions. They're actually pretty similar spawns to Hunter most of the time in other regions. Or, yeah, in every region. There's also places like past garbage wastes that have spawns balanced for Artificer. Is that the case? I feel like that's not true. Oh my goodness. Well, what does the pearl at the top of communications array say? I don't think it's the same message that Moon gives you. Bino? Why am I going this way? I don't need to go up. Orb skip. Have it. Hi. Hi. They really don't want to say hi to me. Oh, that one. Yeah, that's a totally different message. It's weird that the pearl isn't there. I remember that one, like, they're having a conversation and some other iterator shows up and they're like, I don't know, they spam something and they get kicked and 5 Pebbles, or I guess Erratic Pulse is like, I think they have a point. Is getting broadcasts? No, I guess you just can't see broadcasts at all in expedition mode. That kind of be an interesting challenge, except for the fact that it gives you a fairly long cutscene. I guess you can speed them up. Devlogs, like the developer commentary. Congrats. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to fall, but I also wasn't worried about it at all. I'm going to shelter before I get karma locked out of here. If this was an actual game, well, I guess I'd be doing it in strategy, wouldn't I? I'd probably rush to Waterfront or Subterranean or something to like actually complete challenges instead of doing these really out of the way ones. Okay, yes, let me go to Sky Islands to complete one goal. That's worth it, right? I think it'd be neat if there were a few more challenges for the next bingo events. Depending on how hard they are to implement. I can't imagine that like broadcasts or, well, actually I guess it depends if it broadcast show, but I don't think I've seen broadcasts in expedition mode, so maybe that'd be annoying. There are, well, I don't want to carry noodle fly eggs. If I was going to Chimney, that would be a good option to take those eggs through the gates. I'm surprised that worked. Well, if I kill him, he's not going to be able to move out of the way. Is there an update to the mod recently? It's being updated, yeah. I don't know if there's been any updates pushed to the workshop version, but that will probably happen eventually. It was a couple days ago. Favorite mod? I don't usually play mods. Actually, I guess like Meadow. Maybe that's kind of a weird choice. It doesn't really. Oh, I need food. It doesn't really add any content. It just kind of lets you do something, but the thing that it lets you do, I really enjoy. So, and Meadow might be the mod that I've played the most. Yeah, Jolly Co-op is cool, but it's kind of annoying to set up with like a Parsec or something like that. If you actually want to play online. And like you get input delay, you might have to play with a controller or like set up a virtual controller, so it's like a whole hassle. And Meadow is just multiplayer, just like that. Although story mode still doesn't work very well. Like, please, Meadow devs. Maybe you should prioritize fixing arena mode for now, or I guess they're adding like teams or something. I don't know. Meadow devs, please fix arena mode, and please make story mode like work. And also, Rainworld devs make Suitcase not fly into space. Thank you. Speaking of Meadow, this is a fitting song. Or I guess Jolly Co-op. So I'm just gonna go around and pick up all the pearls in Sky Islands and head to Farmers. Rainworld devs, please delete the game. Ow. Do I want this scrap one? I guess so. What is this track? This is called Together. It was used in the Jolly Co-op trailer, I believe. I got a fast fly. See ya. I need to tame a blue lizard at some point. Well, you know what? You can have it permanently. This guy's having difficulties. Just save that goblin. I'm trying to eat him. Okay, that's good. Head up here for this pearl. Actually remembering where the pearls are in Sky Islands for once. Oh, I should try this tech. That is not new, and definitely wasn't discovered like yesterday. Oh, how does this work? I see. That is dumb. Oh, yeah, Meadow moments. Even though we're not even playing Meadow. Yeah, SOCD would make that easier, if that is how the inputs work. I only have SOCD for left and rights. I could try turning on right now. Oh no, I do have up and down. I just never really take advantage of that. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Apparently this is not actually like useful. I guess because you can like pole hop or just like there's like not many long horizontal poles in the game. This guy might be my friend. Who knows which blues I tamed. That didn't really work. Yo, slow down, man. Hey, dude. Have that because we're not enemies, and you don't want to kill me. I love how Gamager's response to a creature that they don't like, but they don't want to kill, is just throw rocks at it. Like, yeah, get away from it. I'm just gonna chuck rocks at you. Apparently that's like really old tech from like forever ago. But like, no one talked about it ever, and then like one guy in some Discord server just posted simplifying the story here. Someone just posted a clip of it and people are like, whoa, that exists, because no one heard about it. I can give this to the scavengers. There's a merchant in Sky Islands, I guess, if I wanted to make progress on that. But I'm not too worried about that now. How much is there left to discover? Yeah. There was this tech called the hand swap glitch, where I'm very suspicious fruit. Where if you wanted to carry a two-handed item and then another item at the same time, there's like a way that you can like double tap grab to like do something. Like let's say a cicada is a two-handed item, a creature. But if you want to carry like a cicada and a vulture mask at the same time, you can't do it. But if you use the glitch, then you can do it. So that way you can fly around with the cicada while carrying a vulture mask or a pearl or like whatever else you might want to carry. And it was like not actually utilized ever, except for like one challenge to like carry like a snail and a grab worm around the map, just because, I guess. But I saw that, I'm like, hey, this sounds like it'd be useful for a speedrun, so I used it in a speedrun and I proceeded to not save any time with it at all. But you know, some other people eventually did that for me, using the strategies. So I think SOCD could be utilized, or not SOCD. I don't know why that came up. Hand swap glitch could be utilized more often. Yeah, there's some other tech that is like frame perfect. I mean, there's always been frame perfect tech in Rain World, but like extra frame perfect. Like some tech like EI jumps or vaults, like people could do it with great difficulty. And like after spending a lot of time practicing, but there's some tech like eye pounces. I'll try to do an eye pounce right now actually. There we go. And eye pounces seem impossible because you're like, it's like a jump input, then release for one frame and then press like one frame later. Or maybe not even like a release, like the release might be in between frames, I kind of forget. Just press press the jump button twice really quickly. And if you try to jump, if you try to press jump twice really quickly, it's difficult and it seems impossible, but then like some speedrunner guy, I'm just gonna say, showed up and basically like figured out a way to do all this tech somewhat consistently. Because they have experience from speedrunning a lot of other games with difficult tech. And wiggle flight is something that is still pretty much impossible unless you have SOCD. That was a not very good one, but you kind of see the idea. SOCD is simultaneous opposite cardinal directions. If you're holding left and right at the same time, in vanilla Rain World, what happens is nothing. It's just a neutral input because you're holding left and right at the same time. They cancel out and nothing happens. But if you have SOCD enabled, which is a external program, or it could be like part of your like keyboard hardware or software, I don't know which one. Some keyboards just have it built in some capacity. I don't play Spearmaster in arena mode. Alright, whatever. I'm so weak. I'm Spearmaster. So it's not cheating. Well, it's allowed for speedruns. It's also really hard to detect whether someone's using SOC or just like good at doing certain tech. Because like it makes vaults and like EI jumps a little bit easier, but like what if you're just good at those normally, you know, without SOCD? But it basically means that if you're holding left and then you press right, you will now start holding right. And if you release right, you'll go back to holding left. So for any inputs that require swapping back and forth between right and left really quickly, it makes them easier instead of just like, because maybe it's like a very frame, like the timing is very precise and you press right like one frame earlier. That means there's one frame where you're holding left and right, which means it's a neutral input, which means that your movement tech probably won't work the way that you want it to. If that makes sense. Yeah, in FPS games, if you totally out of my like knowledge, but you can very quickly like space left and right with SOCD. And since it's just like built into some keyboards, like if you like try to ban this, it'd be like, hey, you can't use this keyboard that you have. But also like, if it's an advantage, well, I guess it's because there's an external program that you download that's like really easy to get working, so it's not really that bad, and anyone can use it. What are we doing here in farm raise? So I got noodle flies. There's beehives, which are really annoying, but I will try to get them here. Yeah, like really, like cheating would be like, well, there's actually a lot of ways to cheat in Rain World, and some ways that might be really hard to detect, but let's not worry about that. One way is to set up a macro that just records a sequence of inputs for doing some really difficult movement tech, and then bind a key to just press or to do that sequence. So whenever you want to do this like specific movement tech, you just press a button, it just does it for you. That would be cheating, because the whatever program you're using is just doing the inputs for you, and you don't have to like put in the effort. SOCD, I guess, is not as bad because you still have to like do the inputs correctly. Like Wiggle Flight is not made easy by SOCD. It's just made like not impossible, you know. Console Wiggle Flight, you can't actually do that. Oh, that one missed. Me when I'm spraying something with a hose, but I'm on the wrong setting. Kind of looks like it's built in SOCD. As far as we're aware, there's pretty much no cheating going on in the Rain World speedrun community. However, the unfortunate thing about the unfortunate reality is, a lot of the time, the people who are cheating are the ones that you least expect to cheat. And if you've watched any videos about like cheaters being exposed in like speedrun communities, you might know what I'm talking about. It's like kind of surprising how far you can get away with stuff if you are just trusted in the community. Like, oh yeah, this guy, he's like such a good player, and like a bit of part of the community for like so many years. Like, how could they possibly cheat? And then it turns out that they're cheating, and they've been cheating the whole time. Yeah, that was one time. Yeah, sorry, I accidentally left on dev tools and didn't even use them in the run. I'm going to shelter just because I don't want to do that again. Geometry dash? Yes. I would not want to sleep with a bee nest in my bed. Or, like, box. Protected box underground. Yeah, TASes would not really work, because they don't really work that well with creatures. So you'd have to disable creatures, but then it's like, it's obvious that you did something to the game. So you just have to, like, I guess, just like run your tasks and just hope creatures don't ever interfere with the predetermined inputs. Slideshow? Oh, it was dropping frames for a bit. Hope it's not that bad. Seems like it stopped. Hey. Have a spore puff. Did you just die from that rock? No, she just stunned forever. Why was he stunned for so long? Blue lizard. The challenges of living as a blue lizard. And pick up priority. Oh my goodness. Getting a lot of lag here for some reason. I'm stupid. Timeout. Uh-oh. Thank you! Don't blow me up. Scavengers are actually saving me for once. And you guys will get paid with a pearl. Doesn't everything all work out? These scavengers all look similar to each other. This is another family. Usually scavengers will just sit there and stare at you as you're getting killed by some other creature. Even when their own friends are getting killed. Like if you've ever seen a king vulture attack a scavenger troll, sometimes they will just swoop down, kill the scavenger, and then leave, and none of them will do anything about it. And it's kind of sad. I'm going to... I know where I'm going. I don't think... Yeah, I think I'm on the right path. Family run business. That was my theory from a while ago. Rainbow tasks are really cool, but well, I guess it's not really a butt. There's so much like weird, obscure frame perfect tech in Rainworld that they can look a bit unusual. Plus, like rock RNG, it's like either you just like don't use items at all, which would eliminate a lot of tech from the game, or give yourself like a billion rocks, which is like kind of unrealistic. Which is kind of my problem with some tasks that I've seen. It's like there's so many throw boosts. It's like you wouldn't possibly get this many rocks in an actual run. Obviously, you're also not going to like do all this frame perfect tech. But it's also like what is like the normal amount of rocks to get in a room? There's not really an answer for that. I should have gotten more food. Well, that helps. This is actually terrifying. Yeah, eat that egg bug. I don't know where I got that spear from, but I'm alive. Okay, thank you for the meal. I will be on my way now. Can you stop? Okay, fine. We'll just sit here and wait. I should have gone earlier, but I thought I was out of the radius. I actually don't really know how beehives work. You interacted with them so infrequently. I don't even understand their behavior that well. Like, how close do you have to be? Is it like based on making noise or just like moving? Why did that hit? He got stunned. That was sick, but I overcalculated. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. There we go. A little bit stressful. I think we're good to move on. Is there something I'm missing? I'm not going for the other pearl. Yeah, looks like we're good. I probably shouldn't worry about pearls. I'll come across one eventually. Karma lizard receiving rifle mouth spear. It's getting late. I don't actually see it rain that often in Rain World. So I don't think there's much to do in outskirts either, other than to just go to drainage system. Yeah, I think I'm mostly just heading to sub and drainage vista. Sub, drainage vista, which are, the drainage vistas are in really annoying spots, so that's gonna be fun. But I guess it's on the way to sub anyway. I can go grab the karma flower. Karma flower, and there's actually two karma flowers that are really close to each other. Yeah, like when you're physically close to them. That's so helpful, Wiki. See, this is a very diverse group of scavengers. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. This works, right? Yeah, there we go. There's a pearl right here. This is technically the fastest route to oh. Okay, I was just worried that the lizards would be a problem. They sorted themselves out. You know, it's something I thought about recently that's completely unrelated to anything. Mario is a very well-known series. But it is also, like, very strange. But I guess maybe that's not weird, because it's kind of like, kind of cartoony, kind of, But it's like, it's a very strange, it's a very strange world if you think about it. But it's also like one of like the biggest like gaming series, and also like non-gaming, like there's the Mario movie somewhat recently. Instant death approaches. Of course, I was still grabbed by the kelp and all of that. But it's like it's so arbitrary. Like it could have been any video game series to become like one of the most popular. And whatever storyline or like characters or like world building was in that story, that would just be well known and just like normal. It's like, oh yeah, that's just like the way, that's just like common. Like you can make references to this and most people would get it. Was a revolutionary game. That's so funny because it's hard to understand that when it's so like simple nowadays, you know. Like really, like Mario, Super Mario. What's so special about this game? It's just like run to the right and jump. Yeah, Globes on Planet Zoink. Exactly, like it could have been so many other things. And like, I don't know, it's just interesting to think of like an alternate universe, alternate reality, where it's all like roughly the same. Everything's like normal, but just like every single like video game and like movie series and book series, they're all different. And we wouldn't be playing Rainworld, we'd be playing, who knows, some other niche indie game in a strange world. And you'd be like, man, this game is so special. There's nothing else quite like it. Oh. And like whatever like arbitrary decisions some artist makes while creating a story or a game or whatever has such a big impact. Penguin World. And like some store, hi. Don't take my hazer from me. I got grabbed. I didn't even hear the sound that I got grabbed, so I thought it was fine. No Italian plumbers with colorful hats if possible. There's also like an alternate universe where we're still playing Rainworld, but it's like 5% better. Or where Watcher was like finished. 5 million years ago, a single rock was added or removed. That'd be so fascinating. Imagine you could like have a time lapse of just like Earth. Well, I guess you wouldn't really see that much. You wouldn't see any fine details, but like, I don't know, maybe like of a city or like, and just like two identical starting spots, but just like one tiny difference. Just seeing like how the timelines diverge over time. That'd be so fascinating. Imagine like all of a sudden like war breaks out in like the first timeline, but then the second timeline is just chilling. You're like, how did this happen? Anyone think there's a few too many lizards here? Game idea? I'm sure some games have played with the butterfly effect. Actually, a game that I'm making right now, that is a big part of the story. Although, making is a very loose term. It's still in like prototyping version 0.01. I mean, that could be what we are right now. We are just a simulation of what could have been scenario. Or what if. Did I like pin the kelp to the wall? You see that? I hit the wall with those spears, but it hit also hit the kelp. Okay, I'm going to shelter so I stop having to walk back here every time, and of course, the game finds a way to mess me up. Super Paper Mario. Oh yeah, that game is a bit bizarre. Try not to get existential. Look, I'm not like super engaged with the game right now. I'm just kind of going through the motions, you know. I enjoy it. I'm not bored or anything, but like, how much longer can we talk about Rain World, you know? Nice shield, dude. Favorite story told in any Mario related property? As a fan of a game that's inspired by the first two Paper Mario games. Although I guess it's like the first two Paper Mario games are really good, and then Super Paper Mario is like good, but like in a different way, and then it just kind of like falls downhill. And maybe like the most recent Paper Mario is like all right, but like still kind of doesn't have that spark. The idea that I had in my game, is this spoilers? Do I care about spoilers for a game that's gonna release in like 20 years by someone else because they got the idea before I did, or are actually able to make a game with the idea? Anyway, basically it's like games are often deterministic because it's hard to simulate pure randomness. That's a big centipede. So given the same starting conditions, the same outcome will always happen. So the idea is that the world is basically kind of like predestined to just repeat the same mistakes over and over and over again. Oh, subterranean specifically. I'm gonna go this way for a second. Until the player comes in, because the player is special because they are outside of the game. And so the player controlling the like character in the game is like an element of like randomness or like unpredictability that like shakes things up. And like that changes the future, unlike what has been happening for who knows how long, where it's just the same things repeating over and over and over again. That was awful. I might be dead here. It's not a situation you want to be in. My hazer. Wait, it's fine. I complete that goal. We're chill. We're chill. Oh, he's not dead. Well, he could be. Damn. For being injured, he's pretty fast. Oh, I should check up here for the Vista point. A little bit of a traffic jam. Also, this poor dropper is just stuck here. Yeah, write it down so you can know the story of this game before it releases. Well, I saved your life. We're best friends now. You would never stab me out of nowhere. I jump boost or something? Is this the room of the Vista point or is it the next one? Sneak peek, it is not in any playable states at all. a majority of what I've done is just theorizing about what the game could be. Because I have a very like vivid image in my mind of what the game would be like if it was finished. That's a dropper. How do you get out of there? Did you get abstracted? I'm surprised I actually saw them though. That's actually a really good hiding spot. The story of the game has actually changed a whole lot. There like an old version of the story was like about the player character being like a super intelligent AI who like the idea is that if you're in a game you just kind of like attack enemies just because they're enemies, right? You don't really think about it too much. So there'd be a time in the game where you just like kind of like enter an area and just start shooting stuff, but then turns out you're actually shooting your allies and you kind of get carried away. But in the game it's all normal because it's just a video game. But at the end of the day you end up like killing everything as the AI. Is it spear? I think it was. But that also like, I don't know, AI stories like that I feel like are maybe a little bit overdone. Good progress on points. I don't actually need to kill this much stuff. I'm probably gonna have plenty of points by the end of this. Plenty of extra points. Okay, Vista Point drainage. It can either be close to filtration or like to the right of filtration. I don't think there's anything else to do here. I could go to the gutter. I think I'm gonna kill these in Strut because there's like a billion mother spiders there. Here's the energy limit of points. I don't think that's possible. Well, I guess it is possible, but that's unreasonable. You'd probably end up like lineaging everything to a red lizard before we're even like 1% of the way there. Which sounds like a fun time. Maybe just spend eternity in 5 pebbles eating neurons. You'd only need to eat like 2 billion of them. Or 4 billion, who knows. Do you guys know there's like hundreds of millions of cars in the world? $1.4 billion? That's crazy. I don't think that's like insane. There's like billions of cars. These like massive machines that are probably like pretty, well, I guess maybe they're not too expensive. I guess there's like some efficiency in like mass production, but like that's so many. Are there more doors or wheels in the world? I think the answer is, if you count bacteria as having wheels, then the answer is wheels. because a lot of bacteria have like these motor things that let them move around, that actually spin. I didn't find a vista point. I should check the other path. And the these cars they're just like a thing that's just made like without like much concern at all. I guess like white cars like there's like a billion things that are just like mass produced that maybe aren't really that necessary, or like planned obsolescence. Where it's like, oh yeah, we'll just like make like it's like easier to produce just like 10 times more of these and then just make them like fall apart. Well, I guess like more profitable is the answer there. Yeah, hello. Welcome to the stream. There's no vista point here either. Wait, is it in this room or the next room over? I might not know where this vista point is. I thought I checked all the rooms. The other vista point might have been like a few more rooms to the right, up top. Sometimes it's crazy to think about, like to look at a city. Uh-oh. I realize I can't. Well, I could go up this room if I was insane. I don't think I'm capable of that, so I'll go the other way. So like look at a city and just like see just like how much humans have changed the environment. It's like how many buildings there are and how much like infrastructure there is, and also stuff you can't see like pipes and wires, Wi-Fi. Like damn, humans have done a lot, and there's like thousands of these like cities all over the world. But like as any individual person, it's like how would I build like a building? How would I build a train? How would I build like a sewer system? I'm just wandering around randomly at this point. I assume that there's an extra vista point that I might not know about. Maybe like closer to the gutter. I'll remove these for the tourney. Yeah, I'm much less familiar with the new vista points location. I guess maybe it wouldn't be that bad because I had to learn the original vista points from a map anyways. I just don't have easy access to a map with vista points on it, or the new vista points. I think there is a map somewhere, I just have no idea where to find it. There you are. You are out of the way, and also this is like a soft lock if you don't know how to move in tech. Wait, is it? I just wall jump. Scavengers in Metropolis getting existential. Generational people or projects. Hi. That one totally caught me off guard. Anyway, time to go get that vista again. I'll take a faster route. Oh look, free food. find it funny how centipedes, like these large overgrown centipedes, just completely ignore spears that you throw at them until like at least like 2 spears, or 2 or 3 spears, you know, before they even notice anything is happening. They just tank it. I'm surprised it's 20%. Isn't it like 80%? It actually, it's different. There's like one attack that's like an 80% lethality and one attack that's 20%. Is the drop initially 20% and then like a second? Okay, nice rock. I should have gone back in the pipe. Oh, it's not 20% lethality. That's a different thing. I probably read that wrong when I saw it like 3 years ago. Okay, fully equipped Spearmaster. But I do know that in practice, dropwigs will often just like throw you around several times before it actually kills you. So that makes sense. 20% sounds about right. Hi, I should be looking at the screen a little bit closer. Is that... Did you do that calculation correctly? I don't think so. That would only be 3 million points. Yeah, they're not, it's not exponential. They don't, it's not multiplicative. Like 14 passages is just a 14 times multiplier to your score. So you'd still need like a few 100 million points. Something like that. Yeah, so ran rolled a 64-bit. I don't know if that means that the wherever the like points is stored. I guess it would be a bigger number. Only slightly larger. just a little bit. I mean, it must only be twice as large, right? Because 64 is twice as big as 32. I'm still taking this path. I'm probably just gonna die with Scion Lizard again. No Karma Flower. Isn't there Karma Flower? Whatever. Time to die to this guy again. Dropper, you're bad. Don't go after me. There's a much bigger threat in the room now. You see. But it does not see me. Can run 64-bit games, but not 32-bit. And it probably could run it, but like it's not compatible from the start. We're back here. Do I need food? Kind of. Here's some food. I'm reading correct song. It's this one. Is this the song they always hear in speedruns? I don't really do speedruns anymore, so I wouldn't know. Mud pits. But it should be a smiley face because good song, right? Oh, I'm taking the rivulet path. This is probably not the fastest way to do this. Oh well. When entering drainage from outskirts, so yes. Is there a spitter spider in here? There's this guy in here. Probably the guy who killed me. Try to learn how to dodge Dropwig. You just go in a straight line like that, you're gonna get got. Oh, you look like you're having fun. How am I gonna get myself killed with this bomb? On Sunday, apparently that's just the death pit, but obviously it can't be because the vista's down here. Only 2.25 quadrillion points. Doesn't sound that bad. I should really get rid of this thing. I have no need for it. Fish. I wasn't recording though, unfortunate. I'm sure they definitely did it though. Want to go down water? Thank you. That's the way that I have to go. Someone left the bomb in the pipe. All right, back to our regular routes. Still have a lot of like goals to do. I'm playing Spearmaster, so it takes longer than 20 minutes. Recently, I fell into this pit with the kelp and had like a minute-long battle with it. That was very tense. I think it was actually in like a bingo game for practice. I actually just barely don't have enough karma here. Man, ASCII art was like that was a thing. Is this still a thing? Do people still do that? Some part of me thinks like maybe I should try making like a text-based game, just because it would make it a lot easier, and expectation, or I guess the like expected level of quality is a lot lower. Like you just like make an enemy, just like pick a random key on your keyboard, bam, you just created an enemy. Change the guard to red and oh, you made a different enemy. It's like really scary. Watch out for the red like W. It's like a warlock that like one-shots you with magic. Do you wanna? Yeah, thank you. I think I want to eat food in this room. I think there's a kelp. Is a kelp in a different... Oh, there's just spiders. Some character has a kelp in this room. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. There's a spider down here. He's invincible. Okay, I have enough food. I don't want to have to make that trip again, so I'm just gonna shelter. Every boss just adds an extra W. Yep, people definitely like filtration system. That was a spider, or as I like to call it, breakfast. You know, sluggats, or actually any creature, doesn't really have like meals. They just like get whatever food they can before sheltering, within like 20 minutes or less. With a yeah, so much variety into the gameplay here. I love being able to pick which way I want to go. It's like that meme where it's like two paths and they both lead to the same like. They both converge on each other anyway, like the illusion of choice. That's filtration system, except it's like a mole lizard at the end of the tunnel that kills you. Why am I here? I think it's Vista Point and yeah, I should really look at the map for this one. Vista Point, oh, this is the wrong map. Hold on. Subterranean Spearmaster. We are looking for the Safari unlock, which is... Where is this thing? That is where it is. That is not that bad. It's a good time heading to Shoreline anyway. The points are not on this map, so who knows where this were? Oh no, there's no Vista Point. Waterfront and Pipe Yard. Pipe Yard also is really annoying to find them, but let's not worry about that. I need to pin salamanders by the Leviathan Cave. If there are, there should be salamanders there, right? It's not all replaced with slime lizards. Actually, that's kind of the only thing to do here. Just the safari, so I can just leave. Yeah, let's just leave. Which means there's actually a different path I could have taken that's faster, but whatever. Your Hornet's gonna blow up in Silksong? Yo, spoiler warning. Maybe that's Hornet's main goal. Just get that spider a meal. That's a bit big, isn't it? Don't you think? An entire lizard for one little big spider? To ruin Silksong blind playthrough like that. Oh, you're a mother spider. You're on the list of trees I need to murder. And all the complexity. Can you please move out of the way before I get murdered by these guys? I am the Hollow Knight in this song. Cinema. Absolute cinema. Should I try to kill a Miros bird? I think that'd be kind of cool. Just for fun. Like, what are you throwing rocks at? Oh, man. If you just want to sit there. Actually, this maybe was like a stupid idea, considering that they're now in the pipe. And they're my only path to go forward. Yeah, that was a dumb idea. Is it a prequel? Is it a prequel? I've had I've seen mixed answers about this. Hollow Knight does end on a cliffhanger on like one ending. Actually, I have no idea what ending is like canon. Maybe it doesn't matter. Hollow Knight spoilers, I guess. Hungry Knights. Right, of course. How can I forget about Hungry Knights? How would anyone make a game like Hungry Knights and then see the main character in that game and think, you know what, I should make like a massive like Metroidvania about this game, and also like make it like one of the most successful and influential Metroidvanias ever. Good job. Do they know? I think he knows. Okay, we're having a meeting. Kill Spearmaster meeting. 100 days left of the release window. Right, we're keeping track of that. What is 100 days from now? Is that like before like, or like in September or something? It's the same exact sprite. That's funny. If I have a rock here. Well, thank you for that challenge. So challenging. This guy's challenging. It's like, isn't that the day of like some like gaming museum event or something like that? That's gonna feature Silksong. And like all of the other games that will be featured there have like already been released, so it's like, why would they have one unreleased game there? Why is it so blue in here? I'm dead. Pipe protection, what is that? Pipe invincibility frames. Steady buddy, isn't it compass? Oh, I'm in filtration systems. I should really get out of here. Maybe I'll just shelter like at the top of filtration. Shub, have you played Hollow Knight? I know you've only played like 3 games total, so probably not. Like Hollow Knight a lot? Oh, damn. Like, I've gone back and forth on Silksong. At first I was like, I didn't really enjoy Hollow Knight, so I'm probably not gonna enjoy Silksong. But I'm like, maybe I'm gonna join anyway. I don't know. Actually, it's more complicated than that, but I've talked about this before in the past. Oh hi, Moloters. When I first played Hollow Knight, it was like forever ago, and I actually like really sucked at it. I remember spending a lot of time dying to boss fights and like repeating them, and that really annoyed me that like there were so many like long like walkbacks to the bosses. Like in the Soul Sanctum, that boss there, like you have to like walk through like the whole area to get back to them, and that like really annoyed me. There's like some other bosses like that. The Radiance fight, I think 2 was kind of like that because it fights the Hollow Knight like every time. But also like the like Metroidvania side of things, like the exploration and like, you know, kind of the whole thing that makes Metroidvanias unique. I really didn't enjoy that part of the game. I did enjoy the combat. So I most of my playtime is probably in Godhome, the boss rush. I have yet to beat Pantheon 5 though. So I died to like Absolute Radiance like 7 times or something like that. I'm surprised people like Hollow Knight that much. That's my... Like, I don't think it sounds that impossible to make... Oh my goodness. The Hive Knight? Oh, that one took forever. This is not Rooftops. Rooftops is much better than this song, I'm sorry. This is Neon Signs. Illegible Neon Signs. Yo, Undertale spoilers. Ow. Hi, Spitter Spider. Oh, I guess they aren't up. Oh, that's not Spitter. So, Silksong seems to address some problems that I have with Hollow Knight, like the fact that the start is so slow. And I think Silksong seems to have more like movement, or more focus on movement abilities. Hi! I was not looking at the screen. There also seems to, well, I guess, I don't know how much people are avoiding, like, spoilers and stuff. So, Silksong spoilers, although I guess this isn't, like, that important, but, like, there seems to be more of a focus on, like, maybe some, like, build diversity or, like, playstyles that you can pick between. Because there's, like, some items, or not, like, items, what are they called? Like, I forget what they're called, but there's, like, these these consumable items that you can use in combats. And there's like a whole bunch of different options for them, as well as like abilities they can use. There are like some charms in Hollow Knight that are like pretty interesting, but it mostly just comes down to, are you doing a nail build or a magic build with spells? Steady body. Yeah, and a lot of the charms are also like really really not that useful. So like the balance is kind of all over the place. 1 million movement abilities. I think there'd be honestly more than that. Don't make me, please. Just the power of steady body. Alright, I didn't expect to have a steady body fan in the chat today. I know, now you want to threaten me? Oh my. Everything is so humble recently. I'm surprised I haven't heard anyone say, "Welcome to my humble abode." Hi. I'm glad that I hit that spear because I think they were about to grab me. Free food. It's amazing how little they care about like 3 spears being stabbed in their face. As an ADHD brain person, cannot replay the same thing for thousands of hours, so I see it goes both ways. You're dead. Oh, I guess not. They just didn't feel like they didn't feel up to it. I was so ready for them to like randomly drop the slime lizard and just kill me. Hypofixation? Is that what it's called? When you lose interest in something? Don't do it, Dropler. Thank you. Made that up? Alright. Hello, you are part of the goal that I have to complete. I watched this video of this YouTuber talking about like their playtime on games, and it's like, oh yeah, this game, I played this game a lot, I have like 300 hours in it. I'm like, oh. Okay, this game, this was one of my favorites. I have like 150 hours in this. Like, picked up a spear from the whiplash. I didn't. It's there's just one sitting there. That's funny. Surely I can cross the rest of Subterranean without dying. Surely there won't be a sound lizard in the way every step of the... every... I hate repeating words multiple times in a sentence. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle music. That's wow. That's kind of sick. That was totally unintentional. I mean, I saw that drop rig. Here's the Safari unlock. Revolutionary technique of creating spears while you're moving. I'm the only person who ever does this. Oh, it's getting late. Yeah, I should get going. That was a good cycle, even though it took like 5 deaths to get here. And I don't even know if I have enough karma for this gates, but you know, there's a lot of food outside. I have a feeling that like half the clips on this channel, on the Switch channel, are from like people accidentally clicking the clip button. And just kind of leaving it there. So just like some random moment. Okay, I didn't throw any rocks at spiders. I guess I'll do that in shaded. I have to go to shaded. Do I? What? I mean, what is this plan exactly? I guess I don't need to go all the way to Moon. I can just find the vista points, kill those mother spiders. I guess I missed out on the one that could have been in sub, but there should be plenty in struts. And then go to pipe yard or something like that. Pipe yard, garbage wastes. Don't really want to go to sump tunnel though. I guess I could go to like shaded. Well, I don't know if the vista point might be close to sump tunnel. Thanks for stopping by. I might as well just shelter again. I need to get my karma up. Just might as well. Not worth clipping? Come on. Deltarune just peaked. That's so true. The sky's blue. That is so true. Okay, maybe keep Deltarune spoilers out of the chat. Just in case. I told Nick Karma too. I would like to talk about Deltarune though. Maybe I should stream Deltarune just to talk about it. Like, I'll just replay the game with the assumption that everyone else watching the stream has played the game. So I haven't played chapter 3 and 4. Go play it. It's good. If you enjoyed the first 2 chapters and maybe are considering also continue to play to the last chapters. Everyone played Undertale. I think it was on sale recently for like $1 because it's cheap like that. When John Deltarune said it's Deltarune time. So true. Wait, is it actually? Undertale. Oh no. I don't know, maybe it was on sale. But not anymore. John Deltarune might actually be real. I mean, who knows? Like, there's still like 3 more chapters to go. He could make his appearance when we least expect it. On a well, sort of semi-related notes, Toby Fox is so good at making music. I might actually enjoy his music more than the games. Which is funny because the music is part of the games. I guess that's like kind of cheating, actually. I think actually, potentially, his music is underrated. I have no idea which direction I'm going. I guess I'll just go this way. Yeah, the original plan was to release chapters 3, 4, and 5 at the same time, but then chapter 5 got delayed. So we just have chapter 3 and 4 now, but like, you know, chapter 5 has like been somewhat completed already, so it's not going to take as long. But it's probably going to be another like 4 or 5 year waits for, or maybe just 3, I don't know. Because I guess they've got like development streamlined pretty well, but chapter oh, there's a salamander down there. I just died to nothing. But yeah, we're gonna wait longer for the last 2 chapters, but like that's already pretty nice to have this much content. I imagine that the first 2 chapters kind of took longer because they're kind of figuring things out, and also I think maybe the development team was just smaller, but like now things are more streamlined and we're just kind of getting all the content now. Like if you've ever listened to Toby Fox's music outside of his games, I think those are actually some of the better tracks that he's made that aren't even in Undertale or Deltarune. check out the OST for Dweller's Empty Path. That's a game made by Temi. So I guess it's a little bit related. But Toby Fox contributed to the soundtrack of that game, and it's very good. And like 8-bit. Is it 8-bit? I don't know the like names of. It's retro. Does that include? That might be like one of my favorite game OSTs, which is funny because I haven't played it. A bit of a trend where some of my favorite things are things that I've not played or interacted with directly, but it's a very good OST. I've like listened to the entire OST maybe like 10 times. That's probably actually an underestimation. Okay, I will try not to die too much now. Throw some jellyfish at some guys, and try to remember the layout of waterfront facility. Has someone made a bingo board of just like waterfront and past garbage waste? I feel like that'd be like actually kind of helpful for practice, but also like not very pleasant to actually play. I guess I could check this path over here. Yeah, this is the right way. Yeah, Vista Point. I guess I could check like up here. There's a small chance that the Vista Point is just like right here. That'd be nice. This is maybe a place that you would put a Vista Point. Chance. Yes! I'm so lucky. Oh, it's up here? I'm scared of falling off. Okay, I can commit to this. I can commit to this. There we go. It is possible to go backwards through this room with no help. I've done it before. You can do a turn storage EI jump or EI whiplash to up spear into that platform, and then do an EI jump to climb up the spears that you put in the wall to get up to that pipe up there. Or did I whiplash? I feel like if you whiplash, you just die. I did something here. mean, back this way. I'm glad the Vista point was just right there. Hi. Thank you for not just killing me instantly. And that time too. I don't know why this room is like the most confusing room for some people, but you have to go up through this path. And most people just don't even see it at all. You just see the room entrances, and you're like, oh, those are the ways that I have to go. And this doesn't even register at all. Or you can just do an AI jump here, or a snail boosted jump. That's a fun path. I think that's what I did when I played. $1K players. That feels like a big number for Rain World. Why were there so many players on 24th of February? What happened that day? It's actually a little bit sad to see this graph. You can see the peak from when Downpour, or is this when Downpour released? Downpour release date. So there's a bump where Downpour released, but it's actually a little bit early, which kind of implies that a lot of people played the game before Downpour even released, which is what I did. It was like, oh, the Watcher's about to release. Let me play this game again. Yeah, there's definitely a spike in interest around when Downpour was like announced. And then you have like consistently above 1,000 players after Downpour, which is pretty cool. But then the Watcher, something happened on February 24th. But then after that, on the Watcher release date, it's like more of a spike where it just like it falls off really quick. And then the player count went down. A little bit unfortunate. It does kind of make me sad. I mean, you could say a lot of things about the quality of the Watcher DLC. It definitely has not had the same impact that Downpour has. Because Downpour kind of like brought Rain World, it made Rain World so much more successful overall. So many people found Rain World just because of Downpour. So much food for a Spear Master. Quite nice. But the Watcher is like, I don't know, I feel like people just like don't really talk about Watcher anymore except to like criticize it. Not even really criticism, just like complaining like, yeah, I didn't like this in Watcher, I didn't like this, blah blah blah. People only really have negative things to say about the Watcher. Which just kind of makes me sad that the next big like content drop for Rain World is just like not that impactful. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna mention. Well, I guess I haven't really said any Watcher spoilers. Sorry. People have really mixed feelings about it. I can't even really say that I like it because I don't think it's very complicated. Yeah, it's hard to explain without really getting into spoilers. Alright, so we're only here for green spiders, which there should be plenty of. Like, just considering the fact that we're in a post-Watcher release world, and people are still mostly just playing Downpour. Or at least within the communities that I'm in. Like, there's a bingo event coming up, and we're going to be playing Downpour in that event, so not the Watcher. As exciting as a Watcher bingo would be, a lot of people are not interested in doing that, so it's not going to happen. There was an arena tournament recently, but Watcher was enabled there, but they only got picked once just because people were mentioning that the Watcher was not being picked often. Like, huh, this character, no one's playing them. And someone's like, okay, fine, I'll play the character. Otherwise, no one else picked them. Does have combat abilities. Not really, but like, sort of. But like compared to some of the Downpour Slugcats, like they do not have much. You know, like you'd rather play Artificer than Watcher most of the time. Some players are playing Watcher before Downpour. Really? I'm kind of weird about it. I don't really like either. That was menacing. That was actually so sick. The lightning casting a shadow on the Mirror's Vulture. That was so cool, even though I'm about to die. Okay, we're chill. I have not been to this part of the map in a very long time. Oh right, there's no Karma Flowers because I completed the Karma Flower challenge. Okay, so there I have been passing some Karma Flower locations, but Expedition or Bingo mode just like stops them from spawning. Hello, I want to kill you. I'll shelter here. Two more green spiders. Are there any green spiders in Shaded? That might be a little bit easier to get. Shaded Citadel. No. There's a billion Lancer Mice, but no, oh, the resolution got messed up. Oh well. For whatever reason, speaking of Deltarune, I know I'm like like 10 minutes late to this. But like Deltarune reminded me, or I guess like I've had an experience with Deltarune recently that felt like this. That for whatever reason, I tend to enjoy games more after the fact. Like when it with like story-based games like Deltarune, well, so sort of it's complicated. But with games like Deltarune, what usually happens, if I decide to play them blind, I will do that first, trying to avoid spoilers, and then afterwards I usually like to go watch other people play the same thing. It's like live streamers or YouTubers or whatever, to see their experience with the same game. And I feel like I usually enjoy the game more during that second part than the blind playthrough. It's like kind of hard to describe. Like a very similar thing would happen with Rainworld, where I really got into Rainworld like many years after I first played it. It's like just a mess in here. Just full of spiders, cups of spiders left and right. Welcome to spiders. Watch like 15 full watcher playthroughs at this point. Like with like watcher, I feel like when I saw other people play it, it's like second you get like a bit of secondhand like annoyance. Like I think I personally was very patient with the watcher. But when I watched other people play, I was like, this part sounds really annoying for them. I hope they are still enjoying themselves, or I hope they don't mind that much. This looks bad. Scared of playing it. I think that if you enjoyed Rainworld and Downpour, it has more of that. But it definitely is different in some pretty extreme ways that you may or may not like. And I will just say this straight up, if you don't mind. The quality region to region does vary quite a bit, in my opinion. Some regions are definitely not as good as others. Pirate Watcher, it's so complicated. Of course, there'll be bad ones. But that's the thing. That quality really affects my like perception of the Watcher, where it's like, oh yeah, these regions over here, I love these regions. These regions are great. I'm glad that they've been added to the game. But those regions over there, I don't ever want to go there ever. You know? And so your playthrough, like you might end up spending a lot of time in those regions that really aren't that good. Oh man, this loading, hold on, this loading time of the DLC, so you have a little bit of an idea of like where to go first. I'm going to restart the game because it's on the verge of crashing. Actually, it's gonna crash when I exit out. Oh, it didn't. I got lucky. Nope. Whoops. But it's definitely like there's very mixed feelings on the DLC. I actually probably enjoyed it than most other people. Are watcher spoilers allowed in the chat? You could say watcher spoilers in the YouTube chat. There's currently someone in Twitch who has not yet played the DLC. Alright, I don't know if I'll be able to complete these last few goals. A lot of stuff to do in Pipe Yard. I still have to bring a Pearl to Moon. The consequences of dying over and over again in Subterranean. Because my experience with The Watcher is that I played it at first and I really enjoyed it. But then I kept playing it and I enjoyed it less. Actually, Watcher was the first time that I played any Rain World content completely blind. Because I kind of spoiled myself on like a bunch of Downpour stuff. Both by like watching people play, because like a handful of streamers got access to Downpour early. But also like because I had seen, because Downpour is just like a official version of a mod called the More Slick Up expansion, and I had seen an early version of that mod that actually kind of spoils some stuff from Downpour. Enjoyed it on first playthrough or the first part of the playthrough? Kind of both. What am I doing? I think I want to go to Shaded. Shaded and then Garbage Waste, maybe? Like take the Shaded Pearl to Garbage and then get both pearls there. But like Garbage is like not a pleasant place to be, so... Oh yeah. I'm gonna try rivulet. If you are hesitant to play the DLC, you could wait until future updates. Because there's actually, well, some people may say that the Watcher DLC is actually unfinished, and in like 4 or 5 months, I don't know, not a time, in some amount of months they're gonna release like the rest of the game, and that might fix some of the problems that people have with it. Although I'm a little bit worried that like adding more content isn't really gonna fix anything. Like they really should go back and like rework some of the stuff that didn't work, or some of the stuff that doesn't work right now. But I don't know. What Spearmaster spears are made of? Probably like, yeah, I don't know. Calcium carbonate. Is that what like shells are made of? I forgot jellyfish. Bit my tongue saying that. Shoot, yeah, I should go back. Yeah, like if you have like some content and some amount of it is like not of high quality, adding more content is gonna fix that. Non-recyclable plastic. Those Spearmasters is littering everywhere. Spears for the scavengers. Yeah, my accuracy against Salamander specifically has been kind of crazy. Not really anything else though. Can we like not die to like some invisible force this time? That'd be nice. Can the droplet not camp directly above the pipe? Okay, we're good. They're made of microplastics. You're saying that in like 100 years, we will be able to create spears from our own. Actually, that's kind of weird. Eventually, when the microplastics get dense enough, concentrate enough, we can just like become our own 3D printers. But the future's gonna be crazy. Think humankind will still exist in 100 years? Hopefully. Or maybe not, hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully humanity will figure something out. That kind of reminds me of something in Nine Souls, but I can't really say because it's a spoiler, but I think it's really funny and also like kind of tragic. If you know, you know. Made of teeth. I need these pearls. I'll take one of them. Nice knees. I'm just gonna leave this. Oh, yeah, just leave that jellyfish up there. I've already got someone. Didn't count though, because I guess I was too late. Okay, you would like a pearl, and just take it because you don't want to trade with me. All right, I'm Spearmaster. There's gonna be less pearls. That's unfortunate because there's usually a pearl up on that top platform there, but it's actually a broadcast for Spearmaster. Let's go back and grab that other pearl then. Actually, no, this spider here is a good victim. Hey. Please get shocked. Ah. Oh, why are you attacking me now? Do not be scared of spiders. They cannot kill you. Well, they can, but they're really not good at it. There we go. Whoops. Why are you stunned for so long? Okay. I have one more for the road. How do I explain Nine Souls lore without it being a spoiler? Yeah, I don't think it's possible. You know that scene where it's like no, that's not specific. It's close to the end of the game, in like 2 or 3 rooms below the end. One of those lines of dialogue. This guy doesn't really have that much stuff. Is this lantern not rendering properly? Yeah, look at this. So I found a little trick where you basically, when you're trading with a merchant, you can just kind of keep giving them stuff. You can keep giving stuff back to them, and it will still give you points for trading, even though they gave you that stuff. So like, if they have an explosive spear, you can give them a pearl and then the explosive spear, and it will both count for points. About 10 minutes into the game. Nine Souls is so good, man. If you're able to, go play that game. And also if you can deal with difficult games. I've been listening to the Nine Souls OST, and it's very good. I should take I should have taken a flashbang. Well, that's jellyfish. Still so many goals. I need to throw rocks at spiders. This is maybe almost the right Echo theme. It's fitting, at least. Yeah, wrong Echo music. I totally forget which one this is for, actually. Is it the sub-training one? No. I don't know. I only remember the farm raise one because it's, like, unique in a few ways. Most played game? Probably Rain World. It's either Rain World or Terraria. If you asked me a few months ago, I'd probably just say Terraria, straight up. Because I pretty much play Rain World every week. For streams. For like the past 2 years. How many hours? Like 2,700. Oh, is this the Undergrowth Echo? Oh, it totally... No, past Echoes. Yes, this is the Undergrowth Echo. This one is kind of iconic, but I forgot it for a second. Why does this guy only have lanterns and flashbangs? Like, have you ever heard of the spear in your life? I need to throw rocks at you. It's not like I'm just the messenger. the original. Yeah, blame the bingo. Bingo wants to throw rocks at spiders. Oh, how mean. I'm sorry, I just wanted to E-slide. Don't walk into it again. Am I addicted? I really need food. I could head to garbage wastes. If I go to garbage waste, actually, there's gonna be a lot of food in the form of kelp. Actually, I think if it weren't for streaming, I would not have nearly as much playtime. Because before I started streaming, I set a goal I was basically like, this is the thing that I want to do. I'm going to set a schedule for myself. I'm going to stick to the schedule as best as possible. And if I have a stream scheduled and I don't know what to stream, I pick Rain World every time, and I've been doing that for a while. So my streams are usually around 3 hours long. I stream 3 times a week, so 3 times 3 times how many weeks there are in like 2 years. I'm dedicated. But there definitely have been times where I kind of get burnt out of Rain World, especially when speedrunning, because I've been a speedrunner for a while. Well, arguably I'm still a speedrunner, because I have in fact done speedruns, and I use movement tech and stuff to navigate the world. Oh, that was a good shot. Thank you, Kelp. Building a web on your frying pan. Yeah, that's a good place to set up a web, says the spider. How does it not get boring? Oh, it gets boring. I do try to find ways to keep it interesting. But yeah, doing speedruns can be pretty exhausting, because you're doing the exact same thing every time, ideally, but also like RNG likes to mess you up and just kill you out of nowhere, so you have to restart all the time. So it's like dying and like restarting the run like every like 10 minutes for many days. But I've been enjoying bingo. It helps also just the fact that I'm streaming, that I'm just like able to talk to people and just have conversations about like completely random, unrelated stuff. For maybe like the first year and a half of streaming, it was a lot of Rain World discussion. I've talked so much about Rain World lore and like theories and arguments about the quality of certain parts of the game. Oh shoot, I was supposed to take the colored pearl. Oh, hold on, it should, I have to go all the way back to shaded though. What if I take the pearl and garbage waste to industrial and then leave it in the shelter right before the gate so I can go to the industrial and get the industrial pearl, because I think it's gonna be faster to get the industrial pearl. Addiction power. I don't know. It's probably not great. I'd say, I mean, do whatever you want to do, but it's probably better that you spend like thousands of hours on like a practical skill instead of Rain World or some other random video game. Like become an artist or a programmer or something. I don't know. No. Play Terraria. Spend like $5 on Terraria on sale, and play it for 2,000 hours. That's the real efficiency. Games like Terraria and Hollow Knight are really good for that. Or like a free game. One of my most played games is free. There's 2 more challenges. It's funny that I've neglected this specific row. Oh, I forgot about Lily Pucks. Oh well. Well, you are. I wish you were correct about that. They're just basically saying like if you buy like a $60 game, well, I mean, I'm not sure this is what they're referring to specifically, but like if you buy a $60 game and you only play it for like, I don't know, like 100 hours, compared to buying like a $10 game for much longer. Sekiro, yeah. Sekiro seems pretty cool. I've not played it, but it definitely looks interesting. It's similar to Nine Souls. Well, Nine Souls is inspired by Sekiro, that's why. Electric Spear. Don't see those that often. If it's Deltarune. Yeah, and the next like 3 chapters are free. Well, I guess they all just like cost less. I mean, I just don't usually play those kind of games. If a game costs $60, that's like a warning, like don't play this game. Both just because it's $60, but also because like well, I don't know. I guess there's some sort of correlation there, or causation. That because I spent a lot of time when I was younger playing like free like Flash games. That's just kind of what I got used to. Now it's like $70 and $80 games now. Yeah, everyone's playing Deltarune. I mean, I'm sure he got enough from just Undertale alone. Or we could just wait like a few years. Wait for it to be on sale. I saw some game on like crazy sale today. I forget which one it was though. Hold on, I should go check. Who knows which one it was? It's gone now. Oh, past garbage waste. I definitely know the layout of this region. I just create spears. They really made a region just for Artificer movement. They're like, Spearmaster can navigate it too. They have spears. It's not a big deal. It's still amazing to me that video games even exist at all. Because if you've ever tried to make one, you know that it's impossible unless it's like an arcade game. But also when people made arcade games, like the hardware was like way more primitive. So it's probably just as difficult. And also they were like the first people to like ever do it. Well, I guess not arcade games, maybe like there's like an era before that. But you get the idea. And games are easier to make than ever nowadays, but they're also still impossible because now there's like standards for the quality of games. Oh, I remember this room sucks. There's like a bunch of silencers here. You're stuck in the water the whole time. The garbage rooms keep taking your spears. We love past garbage waste. That's a drawbridge. They keep dropping early. I'm just gonna go down here. Actually, I don't want to go down there. Thinking about it now. Thank you for throwing spears randomly. You already popped my popcorn. I can't eat that. Can I eat that? No. Well, I'll just eat the centipede instead. Oops, I almost hit you, scavenger. Man, this is just like a clown car in here. I keep almost killing the scavenger. Maybe he doesn't mind. They do it to each other all the time. I'm sure they don't care. Can we just get out of here? I want to move to the next room, please. Next slide, please. Why this room? How do they all fit in this room? That's like a tiny little platform there. Okay, we're almost out of here though. Hidden pipe, yep. But you don't know the location of every single hidden pipe on the map? Are you like a casual or something? I'll probably have to end the stream soon. I almost complete the goals. Just like pipe yard is left. I mean, of course there's this one as well. Piper isn't real. That's a great argument. Now I will just forget about it. It is funny to see games like Terraria go on sale for like $5 because they really don't care. They would probably prefer to just give the game out for free, you know, if that was an option for them. I mean, I guess everyone already has Terraria anyways. Second try is the golden number, or the golden try. Ultra kill dev? I do not know much about ultra kill. Ow, grain the zoom. Or Cave Story, you know, you can just play that Cave Story. So, like, go download it. Send a link. Don't send a link. Also, I think Twitch would just block it anyways. It doesn't like when people send links in the chat. Well, understandably. But the bots get around it anyway. By sending nonsense instead. Also, I don't even really want to play Ultra Kill. I know it's a great game, but it's a little bit overwhelming for me. This is a nice song. I really love all the Echo themes. it. I think the echoes. I wish. This kind of makes me sad. I wish echoes were more relevant to the Rainworld story. There's like a kind of an old, like outdated interpretation of the game's lore that involves the echoes more that I really loved, but it turns out that's like kind of completely wrong. And it kind of just means that echoes just like don't really matter that much. And that makes me sad. Because the echoes are like such a fascinating part of the game. Maybe like one of the most fascinating parts. Reopening Twitch crashed it. Oh, I don't know if you heard then, but like don't send the link. I think this will be the last challenge I complete. I can't shelter. I don't have enough food. I think it's always so fascinating. Like, Rainworld, on its surface, is kind of a simple game, even though... Well, it's actually not really simple at all. It's like, it's a simulation of an ecosystem, but, like... It's just like a slug cat running around, getting food, and sleeping. I think it's always... It's so interesting when a game like this... It's like, you know what, let's just add something just, like, so... fascinating. Let's just add these echoes in. You don't, like, if you're a first time player, you have no idea what's going on. Like, what is up with these echoes? Why are they here? Why are they talking to me? But they're just like these, like, crazy, like, deformed creatures that, like, distort the world around them. They have their own music. That's just, like, it really gives you a reason to explore, because you don't know what kind of things you'll find. Also, I think I've come to the conclusion that is what exploration is. If you're in a forest, you don't really care about exploring just to see more forest, because you're already in the forest. You know, you can already see all there is to see. No matter where you go, it's just gonna look the same. But you do see, it is exploration when you come across an interesting looking rock formation that maybe someone built or something else, or when you come across like an animal that you didn't expect to see, or when you come across like a kind of ruined like stone building. You're like, I wonder why this building is here. Did someone build this? Was this like very old? That is exploration. And when you're a game like Rainworld, like the environment is interesting, but there's like only so far you can go with that until you find something that's really like out of the ordinary. That's like really unexpected. So I think in a game that's focused on exploration, the most valuable moments are those where you're like maybe surprised, maybe just kind of amazed. I'm not sure how to describe it. Like echoes, I guess maybe they aren't that unusual. They're kind of like ghosts. But I think echoes are certainly like one of the most unique things that you find in Rainworld. And those kind of moments make exploration special. Anyway, I think I'm done with this bingo. In comparison to games like Breath of the Wild, which I know like everyone loves, game of the year, right? But like, I don't know. I guess I have played Breath of the Wild. I feel like I was a little bit bored by it because it's like you explore for like any little like gameplay distractions most of the time, for like Korok puzzles or like shrines, which like all look exactly the same. So you know, you don't really it's not like unique to discover a new shrine. It's like, oh, there's more puzzles, you know. It's gonna look the same on the inside. I'm gonna get the same reward at the end. All the divine beasts look the same. It's just like, ooh, a stronger bow that's gonna break in 10 minutes. Oh, a shiny rock. Oh, another shiny rock. Oh, a Korok. Like, you know, it's just like a bunch of distractions. I mean, maybe it's fun. I guess that's kind of the point. There are just a bunch of little fun things to do. But it doesn't really have that, like, that moments where you're like, I guess there's the memories. That's kind of story relevant. I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.